the program. It was really nice to have Knuckles in the red shirt talking to Chris, because sometimes we can learn about life and learn about ourselves and learn about the way maybe we want to live through the pain that others experience. It would be nice if we didn't have to have pain to learn. It would be nice if we were smart enough just to listen. But that's not how we are. But we still endeavor to help. And that's what tonight's panel is about. We're giving you advice. Shall we? Let's go to everybody. Jully Black. Arlene Dickinson. DeAnne Smith. Hello. Over the years, I have turned to comedy for advice. Much of music has informed the way I live my life. And of course, you have this wonderful career of giving people advice, which is helping us all out. So you're the perfect group to talk about this. What is the best advice that's had the most, that you've received, that's had the most positive impact on you?
Well, when Dragon's Den was on the first year, I got a call to be on the show. So I went home and said to my kids, they've asked me to be on the show called Dragon's Den. I don't know if I want to do it. I mean, it's on TV. I'm going to look old and all this stuff. And they said, oh, Mom, come on. Who watches that show anyhow?
What advice you got, DeAnne?
Well, just kind of timeless advice. I try to meditate. It's important when you're trying to let go of your ego. You know, you don't want to have an ego. So I meditate. That's something that I'm doing that not a lot of people are doing, letting go of my ego. Can I have a round of applause, please, for letting go of my ego? Because I'm doing it.
Must be fed.
Pretty good.
How about the worst advice? Worst advice.
Oh, my gosh. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
That's the worst advice?
Well, you know what? What if I want to be treated like a... This is a family show?
Yes.
All you had to do was call me.
Oh.
I don't know if... Oh.
All right, what's the worst advice you've ever got?
Well, for me, this is bad advice. My dad tells me to rise early, but I'm a night owl. That doesn't work for me. My dad says stuff like, the early bird gets the worm. And I'm like, yeah, but so does the midnight tequila drinker. So there are other ways to get worms.
That's tough advice. How about giving advice? You have to give it for a living, and you see people's lives, and if the show's been on for seasons, you watch them cry based on advice. How do you do
I
it?
don't make them cry, though, George.
No, you make them cry inside, though. All the dragons make people cry when you crush their dreams.
No.
Bone crusher.
You have me confused with everybody else.
No.
Like, that's not me.
dream crusher.
The best advice?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just, what's like the advice that you give out that you know is solid?
Never pay more for a bottle of wine than you did for your hotel room. Is like always. That's a good one. Okay. And
That's good advice.
that's good advice. You know, and always take care of your own money. That's actually good advice. Take care of your own money. Don't trust it to somebody else.
That's really good.
I interviewed P. Diddy once, back when he was Puff Daddy, and his advice to me was handle your money or your money will handle you.
Exactly.
That was his advice.
I'm going by A. Dickinson now instead of, you know, like...
You're
Well, better than being dick.
Pete. That was my childhood nickname. That's bringing back a lot of really bad memories right now. It's mean.
Best advice you give.
Well, ladies, now that Kim Kardashian made money off of it, don't cheat, love your meat. Love your booty.
Oh, I'm just sorry, I got distracted by loving your booty. I have two main mottos in life that I think it's good for anybody to live by. One, beware advertising. Two, just do it.
It was an exceptional Nike joke.
That was,
Yeah, there are people out there who are in need, and we're going to get this esteemed panel to weigh in on your life next.
Ooh.
That's right, my friends. We have a live studio audience, and it's a lot of fun. It's even better, too, because, my friends, it is free. So free. I'd love it if you join us. Go to strombo.com/tickets to find out how.
All right, you're back here on the panel. Before we wrap up the show, we're almost out of time. It is one thing to say, oh, I like to get advice, I don't like to get advice, but who's the worst person to take advice from?
The devil.
Okay, wait, that's the worst person? My entire life has been about that. What do you mean is the worst person?
Hey, man, you remember in the Flintstones, there was like the angel and the...
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta flick the devil off, man. You gotta fight those demons.
You gotta fight him? Worst person to get advice from?
Maybe the internet in general, WebMD.
If you are even remotely hypochondriac,
Yeah.
WebMD makes you think you have everything.
Yeah, I check WebMD. I got my prostate under control at this point.
Arlene, worst person.
I'm struggling because the worst person
Don't you sit
ever.
close to Kevin O'Leary?
I was going to say, I'm trying to be nice,
Arlene.
but yes, it would be Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You told me earlier you had some horrible advice.
I did have some horrible advice. The worst advice I ever got once was to not invest in snowboarding because it was a fad.
Really?
I could have been rich.
Listen. Now, so WebMD as a general tool for advice, that financial investor Kevin O'Leary, and Satan. Canada?
Well, actually, Kevin and Satan are the same thing. So we might have had the same answer.
No, he's not. Is he? Maybe he works with him or gets invited to his Christmas party. Would the devil celebrate Christmas? I don't know.
Christmas party.
Jully Black, Made in Canada, sets to drop in 2014. Looking forward to that new record. Absolutely. Arlene Dickinson, of course. Dragon's Den, Wednesdays at 8, Sundays at 9 on CBC. And DeAnne Smith, Get Weird, which is part of the Let's Do This series, which is at the Mainline Theatre in Montreal on December the 12th. It's always a pleasure to be with you, glorious nation. Good things.